Somebody asked at the kenduri, not directly, nobody asked directly. They ask how the kids are, which is how you ask. And I say what you say, Masti ada hikmah. They nod and that's the end of it. We both did it right. I've said it to my mother, I've said it to a man at the Suro, whose name I don't know. I said it in the car park at Mighty Engine off out loud, alone like a doctor reading a chart. Masti ada hikmah. Trolleys going past, lights buzzing, the least holy place in Malaysia. To be saying something like that to yourself. Here's the thing about the correct sentence, it's true. That's not the problem. The problem is I'm saying it the way you say a phone number, not the way you say a name. Opa says it and the room gets lighter. I say it and I'm just closing a door politely. Masti ada hikmah. I'll keep saying it. That's not nothing. Saying it before you feel it might be the whole job. She doesn't like the crust, I know that now. I know she'll eat it if you don't mention it, and leave it if you do. I know the teacher's name my uni before I would've said the teacher. I know which gate, there are 2 gates. I know which one because I stood at the wrong one once for 11 minutes. I know she sleeps on top of the blanket, always, never under. Even when it's cold, I know the sound she makes before she's properly awake. Know what she's scared of this month. It changes every month. You only know that if you're there for more than 1 month. I know he goes quiet when he's tired and loud when he's sad. And I had those the wrong way around for years. None of this is knowledge I had before. Every bit of it cost the same thing. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it was worth it. That's not what this is. I'm just telling you what I know. Here's a one I don't say out loud. If somebody gave me the day back, the exact day, to say the other thing this time, say the softer thing, don't say what you said, I'd have to give this back. The man who knows about the crust, the man who prays now actually prays. Not the version I was doing before, where I was just standing there waiting for it to be over. The man who learned how to be alone in a room without needing it filled. That man doesn't exist on the other timeline. Somebody else is raising them over there, and he's fine, he's a decent man. He never broke, he also never learned any of it. So the trade is this: a father who never left for a father who came back. I don't know which one they'd pick. I know which one I'd pick, and I hate that I know. Somebody told me it's been long enough. Not in those words, nobody uses those words. They said, you're doing so much better, which is a question wearing a jacket. Here's where I am. There are parts of this that still have nothing in them. No lesson, no reason, nothing waiting at the bottom. I've been down there, I looked, and I'm not gonna stand here and invent one just because the calendar says I should be finished. That's not sabar, that's just lying with better manners. The saying is Masti ada hikmah. Masti there must be, it doesn't say when. Everybody hears the promise and nobody hears the missing part. So this is me not finding it on the record out loud. Belum, jumpa, bukan tak ada. Belum jumpa. Something I've been turning over. What if the lesson person wasn't for me? What if it was hers or theirs or somebody I've never met? Who watched this happen from 3 houses away and changed something in their own life because of it? And I was just a room it happened in. Everybody wants to be the student, nobody wants to be the classroom. I don't like this thought. I want the pain to have been an investment with my name on the account, but that's me wanting a receipt, and nobody promised me a receipt. The promise was that it means something, not that it means something to me. Not that I get to see the ledger. If it was for her, alright. If it was for them, alright. I'd like to be told one day, that's all, just told. I'm not going to tell you to pray, that's not what this is. I'm telling you what happened to me, I came back to it sideways. Not from a talk, not from a book, from a night where there was nothing else left in the room, and the floor was the only place lower than where I already was. That's it, that's the whole story, the floor was there. My adult taught me the words when I was small, and I kept them the way you keep a key to a house you don't live in anymore. Turns out I still had it. I don't wanna make this sound clean because it wasn't clean. I've been to the floor and got up sadder. I've been to the floor and felt nothing at all and gone anyway the next morning. Sujud is the hard one, everyone knows that. Used to walk 500 meters in the dark for it, and I've thought about that walk more this year than in the 20 before it. Here's the only thing I'll claim. Something that was carrying me started carrying me from underneath instead of from behind. That's all I've got. Take it or leave it, it's just mine. One day they'll ask, not soon, but one day properly. Sitting down old enough to want the real thing, and I've been writing that answer for a while now. Here's the version. Your mother and I were young, and we were both trying, and we ran out of the same road at the same time. Nobody was the villain, it just ended. That's the version. Now here's what's true about the version. It's not a lie. Every sentence in it is true. It's just not all of them. I'm leaving things out. Some of it is hers to tell, not mine. Some of it is mine, and I'm keeping it because there's a thing I want more than I want to be understood. I want them to be able to love everybody in this story, including her, including me, without having to pick. That cost me something. It cost me being seen properly by the two people whose opinion I'd actually want. Fine, that's the price, I'll pay it. And if that's the hikmah, then I've been looking in the wrong place this whole time. Not something I get, something I hand over. I'll tell them the version, and I'll be the only one who knows what it costs to keep it short.